Welcome everyone to episode 14 of 10 Minute Cinema. I know you're looking for us on Friday, but with the holidays coming strong and fast, we just lost track of time and was not able to give you an episode Friday.
What's this we stuff? I think you lost track.
Well, I think we both were kind of busy with the holidays.
Nope.
No? You were free all day, every day?
Absolutely.
You weren't on call and maybe had to run to the hospital at any second?
Nope. Still on call, and I'm doing this podcast.
Well, there you go. Good for you.
Yeah.
You're so great.
One of us is dedicated.
Okay. Well, I got some good news for you listeners.
Oh, yeah?
This will be one of the last episodes to ever be recorded on an iPad.
Oh, wow.
We got a new microphone.
For Christmas?
For Christmas. It was a Secret Santa exchange.
Oh.
And I just had to get the laptop. I don't have the laptop with me, so...
Oh, those are kind of expensive. You might want to say
I have a laptop.
Oh, you have one already? Okay.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the power supply in the mail, as well as the pop filter. And then we can hook it all together and test it out next time.
You want a soda pop filter?
No, it's a pop filter. It helps keep my breathing down, which I'm sure people are tired of listening to.
And it gives you soda?
It does not give me soda.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
on to old business first before we clear things up.
Old business. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of wanted to, fill that gap. I was missing this podcast over the weekend since somebody didn't want to do it. So I was going back.
I wanted to do it.
So I was going back and I listened to some of the old episodes.
Okay.
And I listened to a couple Gremlins episodes, just to kind of, remember that. And then was like, okay, let's see how this Wonderful Life thing started out. And was listening to that first podcast. And you happened to mention a little fact.
Okay.
And at the end of the fact, you begged me to call you out on it. And I had forgotten it, so it was kind of nice that I listened to that, because here I am to call you out on it.
Okay.
It's a Wonderful Life, written and directed by Frank Capra. I was like, wow, that's kind of shocking. And you're like, no, every movie nowadays has the director gets a writing credit because they write part of it and rewrite the screenplay, and they get writing credit for it. It happens all the time. And I was like, I don't think it really does. And you said, yeah, it does. Go find me one example. So I went through the top 10 list from this previous weekend, the current movies out in theaters that you work for, and 9 of the 10 movies, the directors do not have writing credits.
Okay.
The only one that does, Moana.
It's Moana. You didn't even say it right. That's
Whatever.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should really focus on the fact that you can't even pronounce a Disney princess.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
That's very critical.
Moana.
Okay.
Boom! Roasted.
Yep. Right back at me.
Boom!
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still believe that a lot of them get writing credits for it. I see it a lot.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it happens a lot. So, I'm sticking with my theory.
Okay.
As I have a dog jump on top of me.
Alright, so, speaking of movies, what have you seen?
Oh, well, yesterday was Christmas. So I went and watched probably one of my top 5 favorite Christmas movies.
Okay.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh.
Had to. I had not got to it yet this year.
How's that hold up?
It's still amazing as always.
Really?
Yep.
Still laughed?
Still laughed.
Okay.
What about you?
I have not.
You have not laughed?
Nope.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You almost laughed there.
No.
It's close.
I don't think so.
So, no movies for you then?
Nope.
Alright. Well, we have a dog here who's trying to become part of the podcast, I think. This could happen.
Okay.
Alright. Ready to go on with the movie? So last we left off, George's dad just died.
Yeah.
And he's at the board meeting to decide the fate of the building and loan.
Right. And surprisingly, see, before the last episode, the guys pulled up and they said he had a stroke.
Yeah.
So I just kind of assumed he died of a stroke. But Mr. Harry Potter here clears it up, and he died because he was not a businessman. That's what killed him.
Oh, that's what killed him. That's right.
That's a direct quote. Yeah.
Wow. So not only is he apparently Harry Potter too still, but he's also a qualified doctor.
Absolutely.
Okay. So Potter obviously wants to close down the building loan because
there's no use for it.
And it kind of goes against his business, which is robbing people of their money after giving them loans.
He doesn't rob people.
Well, he charges them big rates, and
That's what
they
all
get
banks
crappy
do.
returns.
That's what all banks do. He's not unique.
He does it more soul-crushingly than
I
other
don't
banks.
think so.
I do. But George is leaving for school, so he's just kind of like, you know what? I'm done with this. They're going to keep it going, whatever. And then Potter really gets the board to start going his way.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't they? He makes sense.
But at the same time, he's back down-talking the other Bailey, Peter Bailey, his dad. And in doing so, is kind of pushing George's buttons a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely got triggered here.
He did. And finally, he just lets it go. He just lets all his anger come out, and he really puts Mr. Potter in his place. It's really an awesome scene.
Well, maybe for you. For me, he's attacking an innocent old man.
Oh.
George is really riled up, and he found a hill to die on. He's like, nope, this is where I stand. And, he needs to calm down. He really does.
I can't believe you're going for Mr. Potter here. I mean, he's definitely the villain of the story.
I don't think so. Harry Potter has been the hero of 8 movies. So
He's not Harry Potter.
How do you not side with him?
This has gone on way too long.
So he rants and he raves and he, quote, puts Potter in his place. But really, he just kind of digs his own grave.
He does, because the board votes unanimously against Potter on the condition that George takes over. And so that trip to school all of a sudden becomes a trip to school for Harry, not George.
Yeah. Well, I mean, somebody's got to do it.
Right? But it's supposed to be Harry, his brother.
Yeah, it is.
No, I mean, taking over the building alone was supposed to be Harry, not George. But in turn, it goes to George. Harry goes to college and becomes an All-American football player.
As you do. That's what colleges do.
Well, he becomes an All-American, as in the honor of being on the All-American first team.
Yeah, everybody that goes to college gets that.
No, they don't. You have to be a good player to get it.
No, you don't.
Anyway, while George has to stay home and run the building alone.
Yep.
So we now cut another 4 years.
We're jumping.
We are jumping. And Harry comes home. He's married. And one of the first things his new wife says is he has a job waiting for him at her dad's factory.
Yeah.
Does not sound like George is getting out of this building alone.
No, it doesn't. And it's very interesting because his new job is going to be in research at the glass factory. What do you really have to research at a glass factory?
Well, okay, this is the 40s, so I like where you're going with this. But there's a lot of innovation still to be done with glass here. I mean, you got bulletproof glass that hasn't been made yet. Probably plexiglass. There's many different kinds of glass right now that have not been invented yet.
Cell phone glass?
Yeah, cell phone glass.
Yeah.
Hourglass, maybe?
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on still that needs to be researched.
Okay.
It's kind of like when you play Civilization and you got a whole bunch of technologies that you can advance in, but you have to wait your turn.
This is Harry's turn?
This is Harry's turn.
In Buffalo.
Yeah. He's in Buffalo.
Okay.
I think actually they said Pennsylvania.
No, they said Buffalo.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. It's just like Civilization. Brought back down to you.
Okay. Thanks for the history lesson.
You're welcome. So we cut over to the the homecoming party.
Yeah.
Harry's homecoming. And Uncle Billy is just wasted.
Oh, he is sauced.
He is destroyed.
3 sheets to the wind.
3 sheets to wind and onward.
Yep.
He can't even find his hat, which is on his head, so George takes the hat off his head, and he's like, which one is it? It's the center one, Uncle Billy.
It always is, yeah.
It always is.
Billy really should have known that.
We all been there, though. Like you said while we watched it, we've all been at a place of liquored judgment.
I don't believe so. That doesn't sound like me at all.
I've been to several instances of liquored judgment by Varvel. One which included waving a taco in the air, telling your boss that you loved him.
Nope.
And you want to have sex with him.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
It rings a bell in my mind. I'll never forget. That Jack in the Box taco was all over your floor. So George sends Uncle Billy off his way, and he goes into a couple of trash cans.
Yeah.
Hits an alley cat or something, and
He's all right, though.
stumbles his way on home.
He made sure to say he was all right.
Yeah. And then George is just looking at these random pamphlets they has in his coat pocket. Look at South America.
Yukon.
Yukon. Yep. Fun places that he wants to go to.
Has wanted to for a while.
Yeah.
Several years now.
Like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's definitely going, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, he's not. Probably not. And so his mom comes out and she's like, "Hey, George, Mary came back into town."
Yeah, completely random.
And
like, why would she say this?
Oh, you know why she said it. Because Mary's a really nice girl. She's the kind of girl that can find all the answers for you.
Yeah, but the answers are out of town. And Mary kind of wants to stay here.
Well, maybe that is the real answer for George.
I don't think so.
Stay in town. Well,
the heart wants what the heart wants. He's wanted this for so long.
But he also wants Mary.
No, he doesn't. If he wanted Mary, he would have had Mary by now.
She went off to school. He had to wait.
He could have wrote.
Could have. You're right. So he's getting this pep talk from his mom. Right in the middle of it, we had to stop because our 10 minutes was up.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's it for this week, right? Do you have anything to add?
No. I already roasted you, so you're good.
Is the story coming together a little bit more nicely for you now?
We're getting there.
I think we are. I think we're starting to get to the cream of the crop.
All right.
All right. Until next time, that's a wrap.